know, when you do live television, nobody's there but the camera crew. This is the largest crowd I've ever spoken to. And so a little nervous, but kind of not nervous. I have a 5th grader, and I have a hard time keeping his attention. So I'm hoping that I can keep the attention of all of your 5th graders today. All right, so I have to say, about 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine on Facebook posted that she was doing a commencement address. And I told her how proud I was of her, and I said, you know, that's on my bucket list to do a commencement address. And like 2 seconds later, Madison comes in the house and goes, Mom, Miss McLaren wants you to call her. She wants you to do our commencement address. And I'm like, are you? As official 6th graders, this time and this place is extremely important for all of you. At the ripe old age of 12, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the next Barbara Walters. Now most of you 5th graders will probably have to Google her when you get home. But I will tell you that as a journalist, she broke barriers in the television industry long before I was even born. So it was in the 6th grade that I donned a hairbrush and stood in front of the mirror and mimicked every newscaster that I saw on TV. You've spent the last 5 years in a different world. You've lived through a recession, and maybe you didn't understand what was going on, but you were greatly impacted by it. You've lived through the age of terrorism, natural disasters like the Asian tsunami, Hurricane Katrina, and man-made disasters like the Gulf oil spill. For each generation, there are few events that will forever define that period of time. To me, education is the greatest gift or investment that you can bestow upon yourself. And education comes from a multitude of places and things. Textbooks, a classroom, life, too, is education. And so I share my pageant story for a few reasons. Because my progression in pageantry clearly shows where you can go if you set goals for yourself. It shows how you have to manage defeat sometimes, and the importance of picking yourself up when you stumble. It emphasizes the fact that you have to be a complete package. In a beauty contest, as in life, your inner beauty and your outer beauty are equally important. And that's for both guys and girls. And lastly, there's the element of being open to learning no matter how much education you have. You can't do this thing called education alone. And besides, life is much more fun when you overcome challenges, discover new things, and succeed when you bring other people along. Limit the nevers and the can'ts, because words have power. And when you use words that don't uplift, motivate, encourage, or inspire, you kill the spirit and the desire to learn. Be a nerd, be a bookworm, be a scholar, be an athlete, be an actor, be a scientist, be a designer, but feel comfortable being yourself. It's okay to laugh, and it's okay to cry. Which leads me to my final thought. Many of you will cry the entire first week of 6th grade because you can't open your locker, or because you don't even know where your locker is. It's okay. Because overcoming the fear of the dreaded locker and classroom changes is all a part of moving up. And so, to the class of 2012, as you head to middle school, I wish you love and light and new memories as you move up.